I want to talk about a couple of devices Shakespeare uses in the play Twelfth Night. I've already talked about Twelfth Night as a day of frolicsome reversal as part of the Christmas celebration. Actually, it's the 12th day of Christmas, so when you sing the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, day 1 of Christmas is December 25, and day 12 of Christmas is Twelfth Night, Epiphany or Three Kings Day. Now, the two devices that I want to talk about today are Shakespeare's use of identical twins and a character called the Fool. Shakespeare had twins when he was a young married man, a boy and girl, and those twins, unfortunately, didn't grow up together past the age of 11 because Hamnet died, and Hamnet's twin sister grew up. And Shakespeare enjoyed using twins in his comedies because it gave rise to a lot of opportunities for mistaken identity and for confusion, all good source for laughs. But this is also traditional in classical comedy by Plautus or Terence. And Shakespeare's very early comedy, The Comedy of Errors, is based on the device of two identical twins, two identical sets of twins, one of a higher class and the other of a lower class. In this play, Twelfth Night, you've got a pair of boy-girl twins, just like Shakespeare did, and Viola and Sebastian get separated by this shipwreck. So in this play, as we've noted, when Viola gets dressed up as a boy, there's opportunity for her to participate in the play's overall design of people falling in love inopportunely with someone who is not good for them. The other device that I want to talk about today is Shakespeare's use of the fool figure. And in Shakespeare's England, in all of Europe, there was a tradition for people who had some difference to make a living out of their difference. So even earlier in the 20th century, you would have freak shows with the man with breasts or the dwarf or someone of subnormal intelligence, maybe the bearded lady. Anyway, in Shakespeare's time, there were more people who followed a career path that was laid out for them by what we might think of as a birth defect, if you will. And in early times, certainly intellectual disability was one of these. But most of Shakespeare's characters that fall into this category called fool are not, strictly speaking, subnormal intellectually. Many of them are jester characters that are just wise fools. Sometimes servants can be the butt of jokes because they are considered to be less cultured and cultivated, but a wise fool does not fall into this category. And certainly in this play, Feste is someone who can get at the heart of things, but isn't, strictly speaking, an idiot. He isn't intellectually disabled. He serves in this play a kind of detached choral function, so he can comment on the action that's going forward and offer some kind of wisdom that points out the folly of all these other people that are falling in love. So in Twelfth Night, a couple of different devices that help Shakespeare in his construction of this play.